support.
The maestro, please!
First record rundown of April, and things really haven't changed much since March. This'll be for the week of
April 6th, 2024.
On this day in music back in 1985, We Are the World was broadcasted at 3:50 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time simultaneously, internationally, at over 8,000 different radio stations across the world, organized by DJs Bob Wolf and Don Briscar. I'm starting to think I need to come up with some standard thing I do when there's not any albums to talk about in any given chart.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
I guess I could just skip over them entirely, moving on to whatever chart has things to talk about, but then I feel like I'm ignoring entirely the other genres.
Singing.
I love rock and roll.
You're too sweet for me. I take my whiskey.
I guess you could call this a companion EP to his previous studio album released last year, Unreal Unearth. These songs were recorded for it, but did not make the final track listing. That being said, if you haven't picked up his previous studio album, I recommend getting the expanded version that now includes these four, simply called Unreal Unearth Unheard.
It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop.
No, no. We don't trust you, no, no, no.
I'm actually surprised that Future and Metro Boomin did not already have a collaborative album, considering how often they already worked with each other. Which would be especially pertinent to this chart, because it hardly ever updates, and I don't want to just not acknowledge EDM as a genre.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
And I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom, she forgot.
At this point, I actually can't recommend you buy the original version of Stick Season. I can't even recommend buying the version of Stick Season We'll All Be Here Forever. Honestly, just get Stick Season Forever. It has all of the tracks that the previous two have on it, plus the additional remixes with the other artists, and the track Forever, I guess.
I know that last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said.
You know, we've talked about this for over a year now. So I guess that's called the Slightly Deluxe because there's no actual new songs on there, just versions of songs that are on the original album. Which brings up the question, is there gonna actually be a normal deluxe edition?
I'm so obsessed with your ex. I know she's been asleep on my side in your bed.
Speaking of deluxe editions, we now have Guts Spilled, which is the deluxe edition of Olivia Rodrigo's Guts. It does have the 4 tracks that were exclusive to the various colored vinyls, Obsessed, Scared of My Guitar, Stranger, and Girl I've Always Been, but there's a 5th one on there too, So American.
We don't trust you. We don't trust you, no, no, no. We don't trust you, no, no, no.
Last week, they released Like That as the 3rd single from this album with Kendrick Lamar, and while that is Future's 3rd #1 single, it's actually Metro Boomin's 1st that he's actually on as a main artist. So like March, April isn't off to the biggest start, but hey, we got 3 more weeks and plenty of more albums to listen to, hopefully.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro!